Welcome, class. Thank you for joining me on this screencast. Let's begin. Today I'm going to speak about the 5-paragraph essay. I will tell you what it is, why we use it, and at the end of the lesson, I will tell you what I need from you to be ready for class tomorrow. Let's begin. What is the 5-paragraph essay? It is an essay format that includes an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion paragraph. That is what we mean when we name the 5-paragraph essay. It's generally used in academic settings. If you haven't done this before, I promise you, you will be using this for the next 4 years of your academic career, hopefully the next 8, hopefully the next 10 or 12 for all my lawyers and doctors out there in class. Why 5 paragraphs? It's a good way to organize your main points. Your essay will have a natural beginning, middle, and end, and it will teach you how to write and then expand upon a thesis sentence. These are the main goals of the 5-paragraph essay. The first paragraph in that essay is the introduction. It should have an attention grabber. It should provide background on the topic. It should state the topic's importance. These are things that I hope, assume, and expect that you all know. What you may not know is that the last sentence of the introduction paragraph in the 5-paragraph essay is called the thesis sentence. The thesis sentence states the main arguments and ideas of the essay. For our examples that we will be working on, you should have 3 main arguments or ideas. Each of those should be present in your thesis sentence. Each of those will individually be expanded upon in your body paragraphs. This thesis sentence is normally the last sentence of the introduction paragraph of the essay. Let's give an example of one. For your assignment, you're going to be writing about an influential musician. I chose Louis Armstrong, who is a jazz trumpeter and singer from the 20s, as an influential musician. So I need to come up with 3 of the best reasons why he's influential. Well, he popularized jazz, he emphasized solo performances, and he was one of the best scat singers of the 20s. Knowing those 3 things, here is what a reasonable thesis sentence for an essay about Louis Armstrong would say. Not only was Louis Armstrong one of the most popular musicians of his time, but he also made a lasting impact on American culture because he was one of the forefathers of jazz music. He popularized solo performances as a trumpeter, and he was possibly the most famous scat singer of the 20s. Hopefully that's very clear that paragraph 1 is going to talk about how he was a forefather of jazz. Paragraph 2 is how he introduced solo performances. And paragraph 3 is about his scat singing. Shoo-doo-bop-bop-bop, wow. That is what we are looking for in a thesis sentence. After your introduction paragraph, paragraphs 2, 3, and 4 are known as the body. Each body paragraph discusses one idea from your thesis. Each body paragraph should have topic sentence, evidence and analysis, and a transition conclusion sentences. Again, these are things that I expect and hope that you already know. Now, there are 2 ways to organize your body paragraphs. When you come up with your 3 main ideas, I want you to rank them from your best to your weakest, the one you have the most to say about to the one you have the least to say about, okay? There's 2 different ways that you can organize it. You can either begin with your strongest idea, or you can finish with your strongest idea. Okay, the weakest, the one you always have the least to say about, should always come second. It should be the 3rd paragraph of your essay. That way we are starting and finishing with our strongest, our most memorable work for a reader. Paragraph 5 is the conclusion. You're going to state the conclusions of what you learned in completing this essay. If your thesis included a hypothesis, you should state the outcome. Anything that was mentioned in your thesis sentence should be mentioned in your conclusion. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about conclusions because you have already written them before. Here's some things to consider in writing the 5-paragraph essay. I need you to stay creative. There's a very valid argument that the 5-paragraph essay is too structured, that it constricts creativity. Okay? It is just meant to be a template to organize your thoughts. I still need you to write descriptively. I still need you to work to engage the reader. I am going to have to read hundreds of these. Please don't write like robots. Please still be entertaining in your writing. I'm picking a fun topic for you all to write about. You can't just regurgitate information without any style. What is the fun in that? I also need you to avoid redundancy. You need to have a lot to say about your main ideas when we use this model. You're going to bring up things in the introduction. You're going to expand upon them in the bodies. You're going to have to conclude about them. If you're having trouble finding more than 2 or 3 things to say, you may need to change your ideas. If you're still having trouble, you may need to find a new topic itself. Let's talk about the thesis sentence. It's a term you will hear for the rest of your essay writing career. I'm going to assume that you guys have not gotten into this yet, okay? When you make this, it will make or break your essay, so please take your time. Write it. Rewrite it, okay? It defines your introduction. It shapes the rest of your essay. Most everything that you do hinges on it. Luckily, I'm going to be here with you tomorrow to work on these. For tomorrow, I need you to choose a topic of an influential musician. It shouldn't just be your favorite singer right now. Ariana Grande isn't influential or groundbreaking. I'm not saying she's not great. I'm just saying she isn't doing something that Christina Aguilera or Whitney Houston or plenty other singers have already done before, okay? This musician should have changed music in a lasting manner. Once you find a topic, once you find a person who you feel good about writing, you're going to choose 3 of your best reasons or examples for why they qualify as influential. That's all I need from you, okay? Pick a person, give me 3 reasons why they're important. Tomorrow in class, we will workshop thesis sentences together, and we'll begin our journey into writing a 5-paragraph essay. Thank you all so much for sticking with me through this. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope you guys think out of the box on some of your topics, okay? Hopefully you come to me with some interesting people to write about, and I don't just have 30 essays on Kurt Cobain. Thank you.